A cheap figure doesn't always mean a bad figure. Sure, from a value standpoint, they're pretty much worthless, but to your collection, they might be priceless. See what I did there? Here are the top 10 Marvel Legends that you can buy for cheap on Amazon right now. What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. Together, we are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. Filling out background space in your collection can be kind of expensive if there's a lot of space to fill, so finding cheap figures is always a great feeling. You would think that cheap figures suck, but most of these are good, and some are even very good. Like, there's some serious hidden gems in this top 10. This list is based off of Amazon prices only, and on the day that I compiled it, they were all available for this price. But you know how Amazon is, prices change automatically and they change often. So don't think this is a guaranteed price, obviously. I did just keep this to single packs, but if you're curious, these are some cheap 2-packs that we're gonna just call honorable mentions. First, the Ghost and Louise 2-pack from Ant-Man. This is currently going for just 22 bucks on Amazon. It was originally $50. That's a 55% drop. While I'm not crazy about the Ghost figure or character, I absolutely love Louise in the Ant-Man movies. He's like my favorite part, or is it Louis? Louis, one of those two, but he's hilarious.
Oh, baby time!
The second 2-pack is the Luke Cage Claire Templeton 2-pack, which is currently going for $17.70 on Amazon. Originally $40, that's a 58% drop. Claire's a pretty meh figure, but Luke's pretty awesome, and for 18 bucks, Luke alone, that's a great deal. With the honorable mention 2-packs out of the way, let's head to number 10. Coming in at number 10 is the Captain Marvel bomber jacket, which is going for just $13.25 on Amazon. Surprisingly, it's the only Carol Danvers figure on this list.
What, no smile?
Not surprisingly, it's not the only Captain Marvel movie figure on this list, with that Kree Century Wave having other spots. Let's just leave it at that for now. This is obviously from the Captain Marvel movie, and while it's not the worst figure in the world, it's just meh. I do dig the jacket though, very Arthur Fonzarelli. Hey! Coming in at number 9 is the Endgame Captain America in his Quantum suit. This is just $12.99 on Amazon, which is a 35% drop. Now remember, I told you not every figure on this list was a hidden gem and good. This would be the one that's bad. In fact, it was voted one of the worst MCU Marvel Legends ever in a previous video. This is from the Endgame sequence where they do the whole time heist thing, and he's wearing that quantum suit, but it's not exactly screen accurate because they made the figure before they had the final movie done, and the coloring's off. The non-movie accuracy definitely hurts people's desire to have this. Plus, are we sure that's Chris Evans? Coming in at number 8 is Maverick, going for just $12.73, which is a 36% drop. Also known as Agent Zero, Maverick first appeared in X-Men number 5 back in 1992. He is a mercenary who fights against communism. Meanwhile, his parents had Nazi ties, so I'm sure Thanksgiving was a very interesting conversation at the dinner table. Maverick's skill is that he absorbs kinetic injury through impact. This is a very, very, very underrated figure, possibly the most underrated figure there is right now. Go pick him up. He looks amazing, and for that price, you just can't go wrong. Coming in at number 7 is Yonrog, who is going for just $12.21, which is down 39%. Yonrog first appeared in Marvel Superheroes number 12 back in 1967. Yonrog is a Kree alien, and despite being played by Jude Law, this figure gets no respect, just like Rodney Dangerfield. Or, hear me out, it doesn't deserve respect with its boring design and lack of human Jude Law head. That's probably more accurate. Forget the Rodney Dangerfield comment.
Even in hell, I get no respect.
Coming in at number 6 is Guinness Bell, who's going for $11.99, a 40% drop. Holy moly, another Kree Century Build-A-Figure Wave figure. That's 3. So we got the hat trick going on for you kids keeping count at home. This is based on the Captain Marvel movie, but the character actually first appeared in Silver Surfer Annual number 6 back in 1993, and is also known as Legacy, Photon, and Captain Marvel? Coming in at number 5 is the Retro Cyclops, which is going for just $11.42 on Amazon, which is a 42.8% drop. Alert, alert, this is another cheap hidden gem that's on this countdown here. I recently got this figure for $10, and I love him. He was actually seen not too long ago blowing up the arcade here in the Nerdzoic brew pub. Now, I gotta admit, this isn't my ideal Cyclops. I'd much prefer having the Jim Lee Cyclops in my collection, but he works as an excellent placeholder until I can find one of them at a normal price. I love the fact that he comes with a crackling visor and a beam piece. It's just, it's an awesome figure. Coming in at number 4 is the Gray Gargoyle, going for just $10.99 on Amazon, which is a 45% drop. The Gray Gargoyle first appeared in Journey into Mystery number 107 back in 1964, and surprisingly has no relation to Goliath, Hudson, Lexington, Broadway, or even their dog Bronx. No, in fact, he is Dr. Paul Pierre Duval, who was a French chemist with the ability to turn things into stone with his bare hands thanks to a chemical accident. Naturally, he uses this to live a life of crime until one day he decides, I want to be immortal. So he goes and tries to steal Mjolnir to achieve immortality, and you can probably guess how well that turned out for him. By the way, this is from the 𝐒 Build-A-Figure wave, which is number 4 from that wave on this list. You can't see me. Sorry, I had a John Cena thing going on there for a minute. Coming in at number 3 is Talos, which is going for just $10 on Amazon. That's a 49% drop off. And you guessed it, this is 𝐒 Wave figure number 5 to make this list, baby. This figure is based off the Captain Marvel movie, where he is a shape-shifting member of the Skrull Empire who will soon be more involved in the MCU. This guy can't wait for Secret Invasion, if you can't tell. Talos is probably like the only part of Captain Marvel that I didn't completely hate. I really enjoyed him at the very ending, or the post-credit scene from Far From Home where he rips off the Nick Fury face. Spoiler alert! Hey, if you haven't seen that movie, it's like 3 years old. That's not on me. I really enjoyed him in Far From Home too. There's something about Talos that is just so, charming. Coming in at number 2 is Songbird, who is just $9.99 on Amazon, a 50% drop. This is a huge surprise, and some of you might think I'm crazy or lying, but there's proof if you don't believe me. If you're able to pull off getting this figure for the $9.99 price or even close, do it. It is a great looking figure. Also known as Screaming Mimi, Songbird first appeared in Marvel 2-in-1 number 54 in 1979. She was a supervillain before joining the Thunderbolts and doing a full-fledged face turn. She has enhanced vocal cords that generate a high-pitched, ear-splitting scream, kind of like my daughter. All right, Turtles, you ready for number 1?
Let's do it!
Coming in at number 1 is Warpath, who is just $8.99, a 55% price drop. Warpath is from the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, and until this came out, I had never heard of this character. I honestly thought it was just Thunderbird at first. Turns out with some research, it actually is Thunderbird, or it was Thunderbird before he became Thunderbird. First appearing in New Mutants number 16 back in 1984, this James Proudstar figure has an awesome face sculpt and a really cool color scheme that just makes him pop, and at this price, he's a no-brainer. Also a no-brainer, watching this video right here, which you need to check out if you want to see me count down the very best MCU box sets. And remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.